Hello students. Students, for class 10th, from last 2 days I am explaining one chapter, the 100 dresses 1 to you, because the chapter has 2 parts as I already told you, and I hope that you are bounded with the interest that story is creating, because you are able to understand that how sometimes due to a little discrimination somebody feels humiliated in the crowd. And here the example is given of our class. Let us continue, children. You know that into yesterday's discussion I told you that how Peggy and her friend Mede was discriminating Wanda just because she comes from a poor place, just because she has one dress to wear every day. And now there is some description given today which will going to make this thing clear to us, that though Medi was also the part of it, but still she was not happy doing it. Let us understand how. Sometimes when Peggy was asking Wanda those questions in that mocking, polite voice, Mary felt embarrassed and studied the marbles in the palm of her other hand, rolling them round and saying nothing herself. Not that she felt sorry for Wanda exactly. She would never have paid any attention to Wanda if Peggy hadn't invented the dresses game. But suppose Peggy and all others started in on her next. She wasn't as poor as Wanda, perhaps, but she was poor. Of course, she would have more sense than to say she had 100 dresses. Still, she would not like for them to begin on her. She wished Peggy would stop teasing Wanda. Now, this means that though Medi was not happy that Peggy is teasing Wanda, but still she could not say anything. Sometimes it happened when she's what Peggy was asking such questions to Wanda, that how many dresses you have, how many this you have, that you have. So Medi does not wanted to be part of it. She just put her attention somewhere else, as the example is given here, as she sometimes used to start looking to the marbles in her hand. That means she was putting her attention somewhere else and trying to find out that she will not become the part of it. She will not cause the same kind of teasing to Wanda. And she was at the same time also thinking that why is Peggy doing so? And then she also told us that even Medi comes from a poor family. Even she's a poor girl, but not as poor as Wanda, because she is not living in Bogging Heights. She lives at least to a better place, a bit better place. And one more thing she describes us, that though she was wearing some second hand, or you can say hand down clothes, but at least the number of clothes were more with Medi. And she says that even I think I am more sensible to say that I have 100 dresses. I have not committed any such thing. Fine. So with this part of the explanation is clear. Let's move on. Today, even though they had been late to school, Mary was glad she had not had to make fun of Wanda. She worked her arithmetic problem absent-mindedly. 8 times 8, let's see. She wished she had the nerve to write Peggy a note, because she knew even she never would have the courage to speak right out to Peggy to say, "Hey Peg, let's stop asking Wanda how many dresses she has." When she finishes her arithmetic, she did start a note to Peggy. Suddenly, she paused and sobered. She pictured herself into the schoolyard, a new target for Peggy and the girls. Peggy must ask her where she got the dress that she had on, and Maddie would have to say it was one of Peggy's old ones that Maddie's mother had tried to disguise with some new changes. That means that next day, even when they were getting ready for the school, so Maddie was still filled in with the same thoughts, and she was still thinking that does she really have that courage by which she could ask Peggy to say that, Peggy, don't do this, you are doing this wrong. You should not tease Wanda. Because she know it that if she will going to do so, so maybe she becomes the next target for Wanda. Right? She becomes the next target for Peggy in place of Wanda. Because she know it well that even the dresses which she is wearing are also the old dresses of Peggy, and those old dresses are being tried to redesign and improved by her mother. So just to avoid all those things, she just assumes that she imagines that as if she's standing in the ground and gathered by the girls, and Peggy is asking all such questions to her. As she asks Wanda, she does not want to be the part of it. That is why she tries to avoid such situation and to remain quiet. If only Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop having fun with Wanda. Oh well. Maddie ran her hands through her short blonde hair as though to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. What difference did it make? Slowly, Maddie tore into bits the note she had started. She was Peggy's best friend, and Peggy was the best girl in the whole room. Peggy could not possibly do anything that was really wrong, she thought. And now she knew it very well that even she will not be able to write and hand it over a note to Peggy, because somehow she was worried that whatever Peggy is doing is correct, as she is the most popular girl of room number 13. She could not give her any kind of suggestion, any kind of instruction, as she herself was worried about her own. She does not want it to face any kind of discomfort. As for Wanda, she was just some girl who lived upon Bogan Heights and stood alone in the schoolyard. She scarcely ever said anything to anybody. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her 100 dresses. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses, and this is what she has described us, that she remembers that how Maddie has described about her dresses, and she also know that because Wanda lives into such a place, that is why people are making fun of her. Then, thinking about Wanda and her 100 dresses, all lined up into a almirah closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing coloring competition. A contest is given. Let me before this explain you that the school has organized a drawing competition for the students of that class. For boys, they were expected to design some good, beautiful water boats, right? Some motor boats. And the girls were expected to draw and design some beautiful dresses. They already has faced this competition, and now they were expecting the results. They were all waiting for the results. Now, let's see. I'll start with the next para, as I've already explained you what is given in the last one. The next day it was drizzling. Mary and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Naturally, on a day like this, they didn't want to wait for Wanda on the corner of the Oliver Street, the street that far, far away under the railroad tracks and up the hill led to Bogan Heights. Anyway, they weren't taking chances of being late today because today was important. That means the girls today were going to the school But today, they does not want to waste any time. They does not want to wait for anything, as they were going straight to the school as it was drizzling. A soft falling shower was there outside. And more, the other reason was that they were excited to know the results also, as the teacher was expected to announce the result today. That is why they straight away went inside the school. And rest of it, children, what was decided and declared in the results, this I will going to discuss with you tomorrow. Thank you. Hello, students. Students, yesterday we left the story onto a very interesting mode where we knew that children were excited to know the results of their competition, drawing competition. Everybody was excited that what will be the results today, what would be announced to us, and that is why Peggy and Maddie has come to the school directly without waiting for Wanda today. Now, do you think Miss Messon will announce the winners today? Asked Peggy. Oh, I hope so. The minute we get in, said Maddie, of course, you will win, Peg. Hope so, said Peggy earlier. The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped. There were drawings all over the room, on every ledge and window wells, drilling colors in brilliant, lavish designs, all drawn on great sheets of wrapping paper. There must have been 100 of them all lined up. These must be the drawings of the contest. They were. Everybody stopped and whistled or murmured admiringly. That means the moment they entered in the classroom, they saw that around hundreds of beautiful designs of dresses were laid in the classroom so that everybody could admire them, and all the children were actually admiring them because all the designs were so beautiful and colorful. They could not understand that how so many colorful and beautiful designs are here. They wondered that they may be the sheets of the competition of all the students. Nobody knew anything about them, but everybody was just looking at them and was just thinking and murmuring, was talking to each other that how these beautiful designs are here. As soon as the class had assembled, Miss Messon announced the winner. Jack Bagels had won the boys, she said, and the design for an outboard motor was on exhibition in room 12 along with the sketches by all the other boys. That means the teacher came and she, without giving any delay, has announced the winners. She said that among boys, Jack Bagels has won the first prize for making a beautiful design of the motorboat. And that was displayed in room number 12 along with the other designs made by the other children. But still, she has not announced the results for the girls. But still, she has not said anything that who has made those beautiful hundreds of designs which were displayed in the room number 13. As for the girls, she said, although just one or two sketches were submitted by most, one girl and room 13 should be proud of her. This one girl actually drew 100 designs. All different, all beautiful. In the opinion of the judges, any one of the drawing is worth of winning the prize. I am very happy to say that Wanda Petrionce is the winner of the girls' medal. And the teacher then announced the winner of the girls. She said that all these dresses which are designed and beautifully presented in the classroom are all made by only one girl, and that is Wanda. Wanda has designed 100 of dresses. though every other girl had just drawn either one or two sheets. But all the designs which were drawn by Wanda were worth winning. Even judges admired them, and they said that not 100, in fact, every design which she has made was worth winning the first prize. So, very proudly, the teacher announced and said that the winning prize for the girls' team goes to Wanda for making such beautiful designs. Now, for our view, some designs are given to here. You can see that how beautiful and pretty dresses are being designed and they've been laid out. Unfortunately, Wanda has been absent from school for some days and is not there to receive the applause that is due to her. Let us hope she will be back tomorrow. Now, class, you may file around the room quietly and look at her exquisite drawings. And then everybody said that unfortunately, Wanda was not present in the class because she was absent from the class from last 3 days. When today was her day, when today she was expected to get that applause, when today she was expected to get that appreciation from everybody, she was not there in the class. And then the teacher said that this applause is due on her. Whenever she will come, we will going to give it to her. The teacher was expecting that let's hope she will come tomorrow. And then she asked the class to go around and to have a look on all the drawings made by the boys and the girls of that class in room number 12 and 13. The children burst into applause, and even the boys were glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor, put their fingers on their mouth and whistle, though they were not interested in dresses. It simply means that even the boys were admiring the dresses made by Wanda. Everybody appreciated and said that though it is not of our interest, but still the boys were whistling, were clapping, were showing their enthusiasm and excitement towards those dresses. Look, Peg, whispered Maddie. There's that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, said Peggy. And there is that green one, boy. And I thought I could now. That means they were all describing the different dresses there. Even Paddy and Maggie were excitingly looking to those dresses and were talking to each other that how beautiful dresses she has designed, and they all admired. And with this chapter, the 100 Dresses 1 is over, children. I hope the explanation has told you so many things about the chapter. That is, that how Wanda towards the end got the appreciation from everybody. Though she was quiet, but it does not mean she was not talented. And how she proved everyone wrong in the class. How just by her one effective work, she got the appreciation not only from the teacher, in fact from the students also. Children, with this, we should understand and know that how sometimes we are very wrong to give our judgment about somebody, because anybody's behavior or the gesture of representing him or herself cannot talk about the talent one person possesses. And one more thing, that we should not try to judge the people by the wealth, by the money, by their outlook, by their presentation. We should all believe into their work. And this was very strongly proved by the girl that the people who were thinking her useless, who never considered even her worth talking, were all today admiring her work, appreciating her paintings, the way she has drawn, and that too, not only one, in fact, 100, to prove herself that she is not less than others in any form, any count. Thank you, children.